We are at a New York institution with a New York institution.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? My guy.
Thank you.
So listen, let's get into it right off rip, man, because we both, you know what I'm saying, New York City kids. Grew up on the Upper West Side.
Yes, sir. Morningside Heights.
Yes, sir.
Stand up.
Heights. Yeah.
Stand up.
When I was doing my research, I was like, oh, snap. I was like, yo, my man Zohran went to Bronx Science.
Yes.
I went to DeWitt Clan. Which was, I was like, you already know where I'm going with this. I was like, listen, for y'all that don't know New York City history,
It's the two sides.
Bronx Science is on this side.
Yep.
DeWitt Clinton is on this side.
Yep.
DeWitt Clinton is the magnet school for robbing Bronx Science kids. You know what I'm saying? At finger point. Yo, give me that Steve Tech.
Basketball JV team definitely got mugged. Definitely got mugged. I wasn't on it.
Yo, listen, but as a mayor, you know what I mean? Like, you have input into that type of stuff. Because I used to, even as a kid, I was like, why did they put Gen Pop next to the school that you got to test into? And then put Tracy Towers right across the street from that. So, talk about a little bit about that Bronx Science experience, man. Talk to these kids about Bronx high schools, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, it was an experience, like you said. Look, like many Bronx Science kid, I tried for Stuyvesant, didn't get in. Shout out.
I was about to say, I was like, yo, you know, Upper West Side.
But well, you say at Bronx Science, at least we get personalities, so we ended up there. It was good, man. I mean, I used to take the one train to the BX10, 231st Street. I'd take the 10, I'd be shouting back door to open it up.
Oh. Right, man, back door, man.
And then, but it opened my eyes to New York City. Like, I lived in Morningside Heights. My world at that time was not too far from where I was.
Right.
But then when I went to Bronx Science, most of my close friends by the time I graduated were living in Queens and in Brooklyn. Like the outer parts, right? We're talking about like if you're in Glen Oaks or if you're in Bath Beach.
Oh, you're
like,
in Middle Village.
You know? It's not simple.
I'm taking a train to a bus
Exactly.
to a shuttle.
Exactly. But I think this is what it has been for so many kids growing up in this city, is you get a glimpse of the world that you love and a sense that life could be so much better than this.
But 100%.
You know?
It's funny because, you know, talking about that, like that growing up, that upbringing, people would look at me and look at you and be like, yeah, these guys might have not got along back in the days. You know what I'm saying? But I am here to tell you that is an egregious mischaracterization of your boy and of Zohran. You know what I'm saying? We probably would have been chilling.
100%.
Having, you know what I'm saying, cheeseburger combos.
You know what it is?
You know what I mean? From Kennedy Fried Chicken, which is halal.
Shout out KFC.
Shout out to KFC, the real KFC. You know what I'm saying? But again, upbringing, a very important part of that is parents. Mm-hmm. We both are children of immigrants. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Which probably explains my next question.
Hit it.
Before you ran for state assemblyman in Queens,
yes,
you managed Ross Barker's state senate campaign in 2018.
Look at you, man.
You know what I'm saying? I
got the footnotes.
Yeah, baby. You know what I'm saying? This is journalism with a capital J. Okay. So you were doing that. That takes a lot of like energy, bro. Yeah. Was that your parents being like, yo, listen, we ain't come here for nothing, bro. Like, you better get your ass down there, get to work. You know what I mean? Was that entree into politics on purpose? Were you just trying to beef up your college resume? Like, it actually all began a few years earlier. So, you know, Das Racist, you know, he's yeah.
Right?
So speaking of Bronx Science, I thought my Bronx Science graduates.
So I used to be a big Das Racist fan, and I remember opening up the Village Voice in 2015. There was an article about Heems endorsing his childhood friend Ali Najmi, who was running for city council, and so I saw this and I was like, I gotta help out. So I took the F train to 169th Street, and I would get out and knock on doors for Ali. And he ran, and shout out to my man, he did lose, but that was my entry into local politics. And so from there, I got more involved with a club called the Muslim Democratic Club of New York, and I ended up working on a city council race in Bay Ridge for a Palestinian Lutheran minister.
In Bay Ridge?
Makes like a Republican's head explode.
Right.
Like, what do you mean he's a Palestinian Lutheran minister? I was like,
in Bay Ridge?
Here we are.
What are you talking?
Come on.
It's all right. Nah,
Come
bro.
on.
Listen, bro. What are we talking about
Catch
here?
up to the present, baby.
Come on, what are we doing?
So I worked on that campaign. It changed my life. That was a campaign I used to do like an hour and a half round trip on the train to get down from Morningside Heights to Bay Ridge. I would sleep. Yeah, I mean, that's how much I believed in it. Because here was a guy who understood that dignity was something that was non-negotiable. Everybody deserves it. We can't keep letting New Yorkers get priced out. And that it's consistent to believe that and want the same things for everybody everywhere.
Yeah.
And after I worked on that, then I became Ross Barkin's campaign manager. And actually, my parents, I would say, they've just been supportive throughout my life. Whenever I wanted to take a big swing, that I can take it with confidence.
Right.
And the one thing though, when I ran for state assembly, my mom was like, "You don't have to have a master's to do that."
Oh,
I was like, "No."
shit,
I was like, "No."
Why
I was
do
like, "No."
Why?
A bachelor's is sufficient.
Listen.
Actually, there's no requirement.
Why do y'all do that? Why do y'all do that? My mom was like, "Yo, listen, I got a big TV deal. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bit of a bag, Zohran." And then my mom immediately called me and was just like, "Look," she didn't call me. Let's be real. She did what immigrant mothers do. She left me a 5-minute WhatsApp voice note.
Hit it.
You know what I'm saying? I had to put it on 2x speed, and she was like, "Why did you get a degree? Wouldn't you get a pay bump if you got a degree?" I was like, "Mom, that is not how show business works. It is not a meritocracy. You know what I'm saying? The studio system is cooked." So was that what made you like, rub the political coke in your gums, like, and be like, "Yo, we going,
It's
we
exactly
doing this."
how I describe it, actually. It's so funny that you would say that. Whenever I'm at a forum, I'm like, "So this is what it happens."
I got the itch, man.
Anybody got any here? No. That's not what I say. That's not how we describe this.
That's just a Mero thing. You know what I'm
It's a you
saying?
thing. It's a you thing. This is water.
There's nothing there.
Please.
This is a completely halal set.
This has been sponsored by Andrew Cuomo. He's like hanging out here. Ask him the cocaine question.
Yeah. He'll be like, "Well, listen, a little toot here and there. All right? Doesn't matter. It makes my nipples relax. Okay?
I'm just here. I'm not engaging. I'm just
I'll
here.
do all the engagement on that part.
I'm just kidding.
For low-qual mozzarella.
Media engagement.
A victory light.